Hello friends, this is Adrika Bhadauria from Extra Coding YouTube channel right here with a new video. So in today's video, we're gonna learn how to make a button, a check button and a radio button using Tkinter. So first we will make a window, Tkinter window, and import the theme TTK. Okay, so first let's make a button. So to make a button, we will make a variable button. Okay, now we will use TTK theme here. TTK dot button. Remember, B should be in capital. Okay, now we will give the variable in which our Tkinter window is stored. So window. Now we will give a text to the button. So text to be, let's say, click me. Inside double quotes. Okay. Now we will give it a position. So button dot grid. Row to be 0 and let column to be 0. Okay, now let's run our program. Okay, so here is our button, but it is not performing any function. So this kind of button is of no use. It will end up frustrating the user. Okay, so to make it work, we will make a function here. So def, let's say button func. Okay, here we are only taking a trial, so let's print button clicked. Okay, so whenever we will click our button, this message will get printed on our console. Okay, now we will give command to be button func. Okay, friends, we are giving the command to our button. We are not calling the function, so that's why we are not writing the parenthesis here. Okay, now let's run our program. Let's click it. See, as you can see the message button clicked here. As many times as I click the button, the message will get printed. Okay, now let's try to make a check button. Okay, to make a check button, we will make a variable check. We will use the theme TTK dot check button. The C should be in capital as usual. We will give the variable in which our Tkinter window is stored. So window. Now we will give the text which our check button will show. Okay, so if we write it learner. Okay, if the user is a learner, so he will click the text, this check button. Okay, now we will give it a position. So check dot grid. Row, let it be 1, and column to be 0. Okay, let's run our program. So see, here's our check button. We can check it or uncheck it. Right. We can make as many check buttons as you want. Now let's make a radio button. Right. So to make a radio button, first we will make a variable radio 1. Okay. Now we will use theme ttk dot radio button. Now we will give the variable in which our window is stored. So window. Now the text of radio button. So text of radio button, let it be mail. Okay. And now we will give a value to our radio button. Value. So we can give the value anything we want. So let it also be mail. Friends, find the difference. This is the text that radio button will show us, and this is the value of the button. Okay. Now we will give it a position. Okay. So radio 1 dot grid. Okay, so now let row to be 2 and column to be 0. Okay, now let's run our program. See, here's a radio button named mail. Okay, now let's make another radio button. Let's make another radio button. Okay, so let's give the text to be female and value to be female. Okay, now let the column to be 1, because if we give the same column and same row, the buttons will hide each other. Okay, the second button will hide the first button. So let's change the variable radio 2. Okay, so now let's run our program. So here are 2 radio buttons and we can click only one of them, as you can see. Right? So I hope, friends, that this video helped you very much. I will be there in the next video soon. Thank you for being with me till the end. Bye, friends.